Dear colleagues, I am glad to attend this conference because it is give more opportunity to first learn and share our experiences. Today, people who make presentation before me, they talk about the digitalization in the parliament. By my presentation today will be about modernization legislative system, but it will cover stage of growing of legislative information management system, which was developed in House of the Milli Majlis of the Republic of Azerbaijan in 1996. As you know, all system update to time to time. Of course, our system was updated also, but I didn't want to talk about all updates which we have made on it, but we want to focus on some of them, on the structural changes. About saving text of the law in our database and how we did it. In despite that, we have several structural changes, but the result was the same. But at the same time, I'd like to talk about the advantages or disadvantages of these changes. When we developed our system, we divided text of the law into articles, so small units, and saved in the record of the table. Each articles corresponded to the record of the table. It just looks like in XML, but it is not XML. We keep all small units in the record of the table. When we need to generate the text of the application generates the text of the law from this table. As you know, many parliaments, any law has amendments over time. In this change, when we amendment, for example, Article 2, in other database, we put date of loss or force of the law in the Article 2 and add new record on the table, which contains new version of the article. Such way, application can generate the text of the law for any date. I think it was a big advantage of our structure. But the system, this way, system has more disadvantages. One of them, there were a lot of manual work. The staff have to convert the document into ordinary text and divided the text of the law into articles by manually and then add to the database. Because there were a lot of manual work, this approach was sensitive to errors because the staff might make something wrong. And third disadvantages was keeping text of the law in ordinary text. But we cannot, on this time, it was a very big problem. When application generate text of the law in ordinary text, it required additional work on the word application or the set styles. As you know, many of them, this also was a problem for the web application. Because all these disadvantages, we decided to keep in the database whole text of the law. But before that, we may analyze in which format to keep the text of the law in our database. As you know, like XML, Word, PDF format, HTML format. All that time we knew that XML is the format of the future. But all that time we thought about the data which had already have in our database. We have to convert all this information in our database in XML. And despite that, we developed special application converting this data from Word format into XML. On average, 19% of conversation was successful. But at the end, we decide to keep in our database text of the law in the Word format. At the same time, we developed application, special specification, which automatically converted the Word format into HTML. In that time, we create web application of our system. In this case, when we have amendments for the text, we make changes on the text itself, and then it was stored in database. In this way, we saw all disadvantages of the first approach, but we lost main advantage of the first approach to get text of law for any date. Instead of that, we had two versions of the text of the law. Original version without amendments, and second version was with amendments which made by our staff man. Increasing the database size over time made database not flexible to backup, to restore, to move from one other server, and absence of the text of the law for any date. That's why we decided to keep the text of the law in file, giving it a unique file name, and store it in the file server and save the name of the file name in the database. When we have amendment, we make copy of current version, giving it unique file name, and apply changes on the text of the law in new file, and store the name of the file in our database. If we have third amendment, we make copy of current version, giving it a unique file name, and apply changes on the text of the law in the new file and store it in the file server and the database. As a result, we get a set of files, and they are related with the text laws which made amendment. Non-date of adopted amendment law, we can calculate the date and get text of the law for any date. The process is carried out automatically. But you can see our legislation information management system. This is a title of law. This is law number. This is date of adoption as a parliament. This is date of enforce of the law. At the same time, you see all amendments which made to the law 12816Q. At the same time, we see here law numbers which made amendment to this law. As you see, there are so much, but unfortunately, we can get all this text of the law is related with the same, because we made our last structure changes at the end of 2021. In order to see the text of the law, we can click on this button. And I said before, you will not see all of changes, but you see the last 5 changes. On this part of the side, you can see the text of law in PDF format, and you can download Word format of the text if you want someone work on it or edit it or something like that. If you want see previous version of the law without applying law numbers 555, you can just click on this button and it will be appear this version of text of the law. At the same time, we can look at text of the law with any amendment, but it's also accessible. And I said before, we changed several changes of the law, but any case, we can get text of the law for any date. And main idea, this procedure was made automatically, not just only automatically, without any case. I want to show this our real system, as you see on the screen. What I show, you see what I will show. This is a default with text of the law with all amendment, and I want to watch it without changes 5.5. I will put on it and will be appear text also. If I want original text without any amendment, I will be put here. You see only style, no any changes. Thank you for attention. I just want to talk about legislation management system, which we made on our parliament. It was developed by in-house by staff of information by the Department of Information Technology.